Hi, this is Les McKeown of the Bay City Rollers. I'm on Six Towns Radio.
We love music. You are locked into Six Towns Radio.
This is Bossons About, and what a guest we have for you right now. I can hear the screams already as a welcome to the show, Les McKeown. Hello there.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you. It's a pleasure having you on the show again. We want to talk about the Crewe show that you're doing with the legendary Bay City Rollers. Are you looking forward to that show?
Well, we love playing everywhere, to tell you the truth. We're just very happy and grateful that we've got places to play. After 40 years, it's my 40th year in the business. Well, actually, 42 years so far, but professionally with the Bay City Rollers, it'll be 40 years this November. And I'm looking forward to doing I think I've got 45 dates to play over September, October, November. So I think my promotion team thinks that I'm still 18 years old and I'm capable of doing all this. But, I have done even more than them over the last few years. And all the guys in the band, Alex, Si, there's Phil and now Scott, they're all looking forward to playing their individual parts as the Bay City Rollers together with me, and playing all the hit songs that everyone loves.
Yeah.
We've got our little iconic Bay City Rollers shirts on, and we just want to make a good, fun evening, reminiscing. A couple of stories, let's have a little bit of fun with the audience type of thing. We've also got some video projection of some of the old stuff that goes along with me performing. So it looks like sometimes I'm actually singing with my 8-year-old self, which is good. So I think it should be quite an entertaining evening.
You just mentioned your band, the legendary Bay City Rollers. They've been going longer than the original Rollers, haven't they?
That's right. In fact, 4 times longer. I've been since 1991. I've been with them, but of course, it's been a rough little ride along the way. We started off calling ourselves the 70s Bay City Rollers, but legendary seems to be the word that describes us now. So, which is great, and so that very name in itself has built up a reputation for being a good quality show doing the Bay City Rollers music, which is great. It's a pity that the other Bay City Rollers don't want to come with me on the stage, because there is room for them to be involved with me and to be involved together, but they're all doing their other things and they're not really interested at the moment to do that. I'm more or less the only one that's still got a passion for it, really.
Yeah, I suppose that could happen one day. You've got court cases to come first. It could happen.
Yeah. Time's ticking.
It sure is.
Yeah, I want to get out there and tour the world, and it's great because with the anniversary of the Bay City Roll success coming up, 1974, 1975, and then 1976 in the USA. So I've got 3 years of anniversaries coming up, and I'm making plans now to tour 4 months over the 1 month in each quarter next year in America. And each of those will take in a week in Canada as well, which we just came back from a sellout tour of Canada, which was brilliant. So they want us back as soon as possible. The Americans want to try us out in the USA. We're going to Japan, tickets went on sale on Sunday, sold out. And so we've got 4 sold-out shows to go to in Japan. And I'm just taking an inquiry now for New Zealand and Australia over Christmas and New Year. So, yeah, things are rolling along.
I just saw the footage of some of the Canadian performances and the TV shows that you did, and the fan base is still there, isn't it? It was so big in Canada and Japan, USA. It was a worldwide fan base that you had and still have.
That's right. It's great. I mean, everybody's... they've been through the getting married, have the family and all that kind of stuff, and I think... a lot of the fans, which could be 45 years old upwards, and they're thinking, let's go and relive our youth again. Let's go and see what they're doing. And of course, I've got a pretty good reputation these days for doing good shows, whereas in the past I was probably a little bit kind of not 100% when I was on the booze and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm nice and healthy now, doing great shows, lovely positive attitude towards myself and the rest of the guys that used to be in the band with me. I'm getting all the other guys, fans coming along to see me because they love to reminisce with me as well. They know that I'm not, a vicious, vindictive fellow, and I like including all the other old mates that I had in the band. So it's all good.
Some of the fans that come to watch you have probably got kids who are into One Direction, etc., and they probably say to them, these are the band that I was obsessed with back in the day. So do you think they could have the same longevity as the Bay City Rollers?
I'm sure they could. I mean, I think because of the kind of effect that bands like the Bay City Rollers and One Direction, the kind of strong connection we make with young females when they're going through the certain time of life, and we make it strong. We're a good, safe first boyfriend for them, and they fall deeply in love with us, which is great because that love lasts forever.
You've got to admire the loyalty of your fans, really, haven't you? Because they're still turning up in the hundreds to see you, but obviously not as hardcore as they did in the day.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, it's a two-way street. They've helped me through a lot of hard times. I mean, when I went through my public rehabilitation, late 2008, I thought that was it. My career was over, and nobody's going to want to know Les McKeown anymore. But quite the opposite happened, and people warmed to me and took on board the fact that I'd been through, hell and back, and I've come out the other side relatively well adjusted, which is great. And I'm a strong image for people who may be in a terrible situation, and I try and help as much as I can in my local community as well.
Do you think because you did it on TV, it actually worked? If you'd have done it privately, you might not have done?
I wasn't really aware of all the effects that it may or may not have. I didn't think about it too much. I just knew that I needed help, otherwise I was more than likely going to die. So I wasn't really thinking about all the ins and outs of everything. I didn't realise what it would look like at the end. I didn't think of what it was going to be. I know that some people do these sort of things as a kind of form of publicity, but I did it because I desperately needed help. And I think I got the help. They kept me in there for like 4 months to help me. They didn't charge me a bean. They wanted me to come out well adjusted, and I did. And it's a good message, that is. I would love to have that kind of quality rehabilitation available for anybody who's got any problem with addiction or problems of that nature. It doesn't happen enough in this country. We don't really care about those people, or we don't have the finances to care about them. I'm sure there's a lot of people who do care about them, and in fact I know for a fact there's a lot of people that care about those subjects in the National Health Service and such like, but as you know, and as we all know, it's a cash-strapped horse, that is.
Of course.
The money's all gone in different places, which is needed as well. But we really ought to be thinking about what kind of society we're building for the future, laddie.
Yes, definitely, mate, definitely. Of course, you've seen all these other people who've been through similar addiction problems, etc., and it's been in the media, but it was so probably readily available, and it still is to these people. They just get, whatever they want.
Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, usually the answer is, I've got a problem with drugs, I can't get enough of them.
Yeah.
But joking aside, it is a very serious problem in the country, and hopefully that the government will do something about it and spend some cash in the right place, because they spend a little bit up front. Maybe they'll avoid having to spend a lot more with the kind of social problems that would then occur. The maybe violence, maybe other things that might happen in someone's life, and if they could help them become a well-adjusted member of society, let's say, it would be better for the whole of society.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think that the young people now, you can't sort of force people to do whatever it is. You can't say, look, you should never do that, although that is the best message. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And I just think that it could be done a lot safer than the way it's being handled right now.
You started off in the Bay City Rollers as a very young lad and obviously very impressionable. You replaced a guy called Nobby Clark. I've never known a pop star called Nobby. What is he up to now? Do you still keep in touch with Nobby?
No, I never met Nobby. In fact, I think I may have met him once in the very early days in passing at one of my like my oldest brothers to the discotheques. But I would imagine that he, well, I can't imagine. I would imagine if it was me and I was him sort of thing, and I just told the basic rollers that I don't think they're going to go anywhere and I'm off to do my solo career. And then, let's say, 3 or 4 months later, they're number 7 in the charts with a song called Remember with a new singer. I think I'd feel a little bit miffed.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure how he feels about everything, but I've read some silly stuff in the newspapers about it, but there you go.
Yeah.
You make your choices, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's on the assumption that the Basic Rollers would have been a big band with him in it. And, of course, a lot of people would argue the case that it would never have been a big band with Nobby in it. But there you go.
No one will ever know that. Do you still have any of the original tartan that you had from the 70s? Because I know you still wear a newer version, but have you still got any of the old stuff?
No, I think I may have 1 or 2 things left, but over the years, a couple of hamburger chains have asked me and purchased my clothes and put them in glass vacuum-sealed cabinets in a variety of hamburger shops, restaurants throughout the world. Hard Rock Cafe, to name one of them. I quite often I can almost eat free in every major city in America. See those trousers? They're mine.
It's a currency of its own, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the telephone today, Les. I know you've got this massive tour ahead of you, and you're still very focused and ready to do all these old songs in the original style, because that's what the fans want.
Yeah, I'm on a mission, Terry, and I don't quite know what that mission is, but I want to sing as much as I can before I get too old to do it. I want to see as much of the world again before I'm not physically able to do it. So I'm on a mission to just do as much as I can for the time that's allocated to me. Okay. That'll be great.
It will be.
Terry, thanks for helping me with people getting to know about our tour. And hopefully we can talk again, maybe closer to the time or even when I'm in your town. Yeah,
I'll have to pop across to say hello because it's not far, Crewe.
You're always welcome.
Okay, bye-bye, baby.
All right, bye.